Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning, good afternoon. Today I have a new video for the family, and this video talks about al-maf'ul bihi, the object, and I mean the grammatical object of a sentence. With that being said, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel, share the content, and also like it so you can spread the message to other people. All right, let's see what the al-maf'ul bihi, the object is. مرحبا بكم مرة ثانية. Welcome again. Here is المفعول به, the object. The definition of المفعول به, the definition of it, أو تعريف المفعول به هو اسم منصوب وقع عليه فعل الفاعل. It's an accusative noun. The action فعل of the subject or of the doer occurred or directed to it. وقع عليه فعل الفاعل. As you can see here, the object is a noun in an accusative case always, and we are going to see what this means when I talk about the examples, to which the action of the subject فعل الفاعل, the action of the subject occurred or directed to it. Okay, أنواع المفعول به, أنواع المفعول به, types of the object. We have two types of object here. اسم ظاهر, it's an apparent noun or an obvious name that you can spot it, and also as a pronoun, and the pronoun also you can see it. Right, let's see some examples. اسم ظاهر, المفعول به, the object is اسم ظاهر, as an apparent noun. Let's take some examples. يفهم الطالب القصيدة. يفهم الطالب القصيدة. And the reason I'm saying الطالب القصيدة, as I said previously, some people ask why is al-talibu al-talibi, why it is al-mudarrisin, al-mudarrisun. So I'm just trying to clear that up. You know, like a lot of people do not care about this, even native speakers like myself, we don't care about the endings, but for those who want to go the extra mile, here it is. يفهم الطالب الدرس. So الطالب is the subject of the sentence because he's the one who understands. يفهم القصيدة, the poem. So القصيدة here is an object, the object of the sentence, because الطالب is understanding al-qasida. So see al-qasidata. And we said that the object is always in the accusative case, and the accusative case for the singular is the fatha. And the fatha here is al-qasidata. Not al-qasidatu, not al-qasidati, but al-qasidata. And al-talibu, the student understands the poem. Okay, سجن القاضي المجرم. سجن القاضي المجرم. The judge imprisoned the criminal. Al-mujrim is the criminal. Al-mujrima, because it is the object, because the doer or the subject is al-qadi, the judge. That's why it takes the dhamma. And then the object is a direct object, al-mujrima. That's why it takes the fatha, the accusative case. Okay. سيكتب الشاعر القصائد. سيكتب الشاعر القصائد. So the poet will write the poems. سيكتب will write, الشاعر, the poet, and the poet here is the subject of the sentence. That's why it takes the dhamma. الشاعر القصائد is we call broken plural. So the singular here is قصيدة. قصيدة is poem. قصائد is the plural form of قصيدة, poems, and we call it the broken plural, and I promise that I will be talking about this. So that's why al-qasaida is our object here, and it takes the fatha, al-qasaida. All right, so let's move to جمعت المعلمة الكتب. جمعت المعلمة الكتب. So جمع is our verb, and we know it's a female because al-muallimatu is our subject, and the subject takes the dhamma. The subject is always in the nominative case, and the nominative case here is a dhamma for the singular. Al-kutuba is our object, the grammatical object, and the object always takes the fatha if it is a singular noun or the broken plural, as in this example and in this example. Al-kutuba. So the singular is kitab, the plural is kutub, but because it's broken plural, they take the broken plural takes the fatha in these two cases, but here the singular is feminine and here singular is masculine. Okay, the teacher collected or gathered the books. All right, moving to, sorry, the object here is an apparent noun. Okay, here شكرت الطالبة المعلمات. شكرت الطالبة المعلمات. So the female student, الطالبة, is our subject or the doer who thanked. شكرت المعلمات. Thanked whom? المعلمات, the female teachers. And the singular of المعلمات is معلمة, and we call this the sound plural, feminine sound plural. Also, I will talk about that, but the thing that I want to point out here is al-talibatu. Here is our subject, and that takes the dhamma because of singular, and al-muallimati is our object, and the accusative case for the sound plural feminine is the kasra, this one, al-muallimati. All right, moving to our درس النور الدرسين. درس النور الدرسين. Here is درس. درس is to teach. So النور taught the two lessons. درس النور is the subject, which happened to be myself, النور. And what did he do? He taught. درس taught what? الدرسين, the two lessons. So الدرسين here is our object, and we say the object is always in the accusative case, and the accusative case in this case here is the ya, الدرسين. So when the noun is dual, being in the accusative case, it takes the ya, الدرسين. So the singular is ders, درسين. All right. So let's move on. And also, as you can see here, the object here is an apparent noun. درسين is the noun, we can see it. فهم الطالبان القاعدتين. فهم الطالبان القاعدتين. The two students understood the two rules. فهم. And then the subject here is الطالبان, and the nominative case for the subject here is the alif. Here we don't say at-talibain, but we say at-taliban. Why? Because the noun is dual and the noun is subject, the subject of the verb. That's why it's at-taliban. Al-qa'idatain, the two rules. So we add the yanun because al-qa'idatain here is the direct object of the understanding of the two students. All right. If we switch the two, if we put a Taliban here and we take al-qa'idatain, put them here, we're going to leave the alif here and the ya here. Will be al-qa'idatan, and a Taliban, if we move it here, will become a Talibain. It takes yanun. Why? Because it is the object, not the subject anymore. So the teachers taught the outstanding or the top students. درس is our verb. المعلمون is the doer or the subject. That's why you see the wow. المعلمون. Why is المعلمون not المعلمين? Because the noun is a plural, sound plural, and in the in the nominative case, because it is the subject of the verb. المتفوقين is the direct object of the teaching of the teachers. Al-mutafawwiqin is our direct object, and it takes the ya, not the waw. Al-mutafawwiqin. And here also, if we switch al-mutafawwiqin with al-muallimun, if it is here, will be al-muallimin, and al-mutafawwiqin here will be al-mutafawwiqun, being the subject, and vice versa. Okay, هنأ زيد العاملين. هنأ زيد العاملين. So Zaid congratulated the workers. So العاملين is our direct object, and that's why it's taking the ya'nun, not the waw, not العاملون, but because it is the object of the sentence, Zaid is the subject. All right. So this is in reference to our object being an apparent name or an obvious name that we can spot it like here, 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 and other examples. All right, so let's move to see when the object, the direct object, is a pronoun. All right, we have different pronouns, and here it is, or here we have some examples. Yarhamuna Allahu, Yarhamuna Allah. Or you can say Yarhamuki Allah, Yarhamuka Allah. So Yarhamuna Allah is Allah or God bless us. Yarhamuki, God bless you, singular feminine. Yarhamuka, God bless you, singular masculine. So Allah here, or God here, is the doer or the subject of the sentence, because God is doing the mercy, rahmah, or the blessing. So God is the subject who is blessing. Blessing whom? Na, we, or us. Na, us or you. So kaf, us or you, that is the object of the sentence. درسني الأستاذ. درسني الأستاذ. So درس is to teach, and al-ustad is the teacher. So the teacher taught me. Al-ustad is the doer of the subject. That's why you see al-ustadu, the nominative case. Al-ustadu درس. The teacher taught. Taught whom? Ni, me. درسني. So ni here, which is equivalent to me, is our object. All right. So, and our object here is a pronoun. It's an attached pronoun here. Okay, moving to the last example here. المطعم بناه أخي. المطعم بناه أخي. The restaurant. أخي is my brother. بناه. So bana is to build it. So it is equivalent to the pronouns. He built it. So it refers to the restaurant. It refers to the restaurant. So that's why you see the object, the direct object, or the object here is the pronoun ha. Some people say, well, the object here is al-mat'am, since my brother built the restaurant. And that is true too. Most of the time, grammarians disagree on a lot of things. But to make it easy for me, most of the time, when the noun or when the sentence is started with a noun, I consider that noun is either the subject or the object, not the pronoun. But people have different approach in this regard. And I know this is a lot when it comes to grammar or Arabic grammar, but I will deviate from this a little bit so I can give you some breaks. Thank you so much. شكرا جزيلا وأراكم في الفيديو القادم يوم الأربعاء. See you in the next video on Wednesday.